Swagatam, Malamana Mandire, Swagatam. All Vaishnavas, Vaishnavis, I'd like to welcome you today, especially to welcome our auspicious guest, Param Pujapad Bhakti Swarup Sridhara Maharaj, who is an august disciple of His Divine Grace Srila Bhakti Vaibhava Puri Goswami Maharaj, who is an august line of Param Pujapad Acharya Bhaskar, Jagat Guru Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakur Goswami Prabhupada. So very fortunate to have any association with superior and or senior Vaishnavas in the following faithful in the line of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu through the Bhakti-yoga via this parampara. So Maharaj has taken the trouble to come all the way to Australia, very far away he's come from Punya Bhumi. He's heard there's some fallen souls here in Australia need to be delivered with the pure message of Hari-katha. And therefore I'm offering a sincere welcome to Maharaj. I told him yesterday, I've been here in this farm for 7 or 8 years, you're the first big sadhu who's come to visit us. So thank you very much. Of course we've had all our associates have come, anytime, we welcome them. And all the devotees here, I'm very grateful you took the trouble to take this very long journey here. It's over an hour's drive, it must be murder driving all the way.
It is.
Of course, if you have to drive to Pacific Fair to go shopping or see a movie, that's not such a problem. But anyway, welcome today, and today is a very auspicious day. It's the Tirabhav, very serious day, and a very sad day for the Vaishnavas, but at the same time they see the Tirabhav and the Avirbhav as non-different, and it's a chance to glorify the parampara and pray for the special mercy of founder Acharya Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakur Goswami. Once Srila Bhakti began Bharati Maharaj, he went to see Srila Sridhara Maharaj, Bhakti Rakshak Sridhara Maharaj, and Srila Sridhara Maharaj had been ill for some days, and Bharati Maharaj wanted to visit him, but he was held up by some work. And when he got to Sridhara Maharaj, he apologized to him, I'm sorry, I wanted to come and see you, I've been held up. And Sridhara Maharaj simply said to him, there is no need for apology, we are all Sarasvati Putra. So all the devotees in this movement, especially including Srila Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada, and all the Vaishnavas, all Sampradayas, are all at the lotus feet of the Charanarenu of Srila Prabhupada. So we pray for the mercy of our parampara, and especially our divine couple, and Shishiman Gaurnitai, and all the Vaishnavas and our Gurudev to bless us. And thank you again, Maharaj, for coming, and I hope we'll be able to hear carefully your words of glorification of Srila Prabhupada today, and it will bring us great good fortune, because the only fortune we have is sadhusanga. Without sadhusanga, we can't proceed in bhakti. I know all of you know this, you're all serious and sincere people. These are all good devotees, Maharaj. Yeah. I told you about Nimai Pandit Prabhu.
Who is Nimai?
This is Nimai Pandit.
Oh,
Nimai. He's very humble, he doesn't say anything. But,
and his wife.
And Manju Madhya is his good wife. Together they publish so many books and preach the glories of their
100 books.
Yeah, 100. 100 I said. Plus. And Jagat Pati Prabhu is a long-time sevak of Srila Govinda Maharaj, and his good wife, Jamuna Didi. She does so much of preaching in Bahasa language, in English language. And she's very strong, fixed, she keeps Jagat Pati online.
Yeah, the way around.
Dharmapatni.
Yeah.
Dharmapatni.
Dharmapatni, it's very first class.
Yeah.
Of course you know Parikshit Prabhu and Gopi Didi, and you know this boy from Sardinia. And the special mercy should go to Jayanta Krishna Prabhu, who's had the sincere Shraddha and Bhakti to invite you here and work very hard to get visa and organize, so he gets special mercy today. Thank you, Jayanta Prabhu. Jayanta Krishna Prabhu, you've given us all a good opportunity. Thank you very much. Anuradha Didi's made so many wonderful posters. She's been helping the publication. She made all those beautiful things. She's very artistic, very talented, and very dedicated, and she has special love for Giriraj Maharaj. Her desire is to live in Govardhan. That's what she thinks about.
Yes.
And Gopali Didi is also very qualified, very long time sevak of our Guru Maharaj in this movement. She has so many artistic abilities, and she's also a teacher of Kuttaputti dance. So the devotees here are a good group. They should have some adhikar to hear what you can tell us about Guru Parampara and Bhaktisiddhanta. Thank you much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Mara, you speak something? Prabhupada, you have to speak something.
Afterwards, I'm cooking.
Few minutes. Maybe later you will become so late. You will have no time. So you start and go.
Okay.
Give the mic.
Right. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Agena Timarandasya Genanjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Maritam Jina Tasmai Shri Guru Namah Yam Pravajantam Anapetim Apetikritam Dapaino Viraha Kataraha Yugaha Potreti Tanmaya Tetrabo Binedustam Sababutim Ridim Manamakusosmi Antat Hapatab Kripayatam Tamatrosmi Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Krishna Bhutale Shrimati Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakur Shivashan Vavidevi Dayate Kripabdeye Krishna Sambandha Vijnana Dayane Prabhave Namaha Madhurojvala Premaja Shilpanuga Bhakti Da Shigura Karana Shakti Vigrahaya Namusate Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Hare Hare. First of all, offer my unlimited obeisances at the lotus feet of my Guru Padma Paramaraditam Param Pujapad Nityalila Pravishta Vishnu Pad Ashtutara Sati Shishimad Bhakti-vedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj. And I also offer my humble obeisances to Rupanuga Guru Paramparaya and to all the Vaishnavas present. Please accept my humble obeisances and offer my pranam to our Param Pujapad Bhakti Sri Maharaj. So we've been very busy here the last couple of days getting ready, and I didn't really have much time to sit and prepare some notes. I've got some beautiful notes about Prabhupada, Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakur. I've got beautiful notes about him, and I'll try that. And so many nice things are there in a book called of Separation of Bhakti Pramod Puri Maharaj. He talks about all the pastimes he experienced with Srila Prabhupada. And unfortunately, I'll have to just say a few irrelevant words without proper attention or preparation, so forgive me. But today, as I said before, this is a Tirubhav, the disappearance of Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakur. So I've heard from Srila Bhakti Maharaj and Bhakti Pramod Puri Maharaj, and also Gurudev Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, the description of the disappearance of Srila Prabhupada from this world. And it was a very serious day indeed, because Prabhupada was such a great form breaker. He appeared just at the beginning of the 20th century, and after Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastimes, unfortunately the light of his sampradaya started to dim, and many Sahaja Sampradayas, Sakibeki, Albals, Gauranagaris, all these perverted ideas came up about the teaching of Mahaprabhu, and much corruption came in there. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur knew that he had to try to save the world and preserve the pure teaching of Mahaprabhu. And he prayed to Bhagavan Vishnu that a ray of Vishnu would appear in his dynasty to fulfill his preaching mission, which he started. Of course, Bhaktivinoda Thakur wrote over 300 books in Hindi, Bengali, Farsi, and Sanskrit. And then, of course, Srila Prabhupada appeared in Puri Dham, right in the abode of Jagannath Dev. And of course, we all know the story of his appearance and how he, from a very early age, from the earliest age, he became a strong adherent to Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Even when he was 7, 8, 9 years old, he was going to the classes of Bhaktivinoda Thakur, and I read that he was carrying the Shastra of Bhaktivinoda, even the different books of Goswamis that Bhaktivinoda Thakur would be preaching on. And then age 10, they were excavating the temple ground, or the home of Bhaktivinoda Thakur in that place, which is now the Mat, Gauri Mat there, Sri Chaitanya Gauri Mat. And they discovered a Vigraha of Adhoksaja Vishnu, and that was given to Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakur, and Bhaktivinoda Thakur initiated him into Vishnu mantra and Kurma mantra and the Shringa mantra when he was only 10 years old. So from the whole life, he was such a powerful figure, and then as a student, he excelled. And by the time he was 17, 18, 19, he studied all Jyotish Shastra, and he was the topmost astrologer in Bengal. He'd even done the great work of adjusting the sparsha and the different aspects of the Sakya calendar that had over 1500 years had changed according to the movement of the equinox. So he was able to recalibrate the Bengali calendar, which they still use to this day. And he was praised in his day by intellectuals and personalities. So much so that he was even offered a chair in the Calcutta University, a permanent chair and in the home of astrology. But more so than that, he was sent by his father, Bhakti-yoga Thakur, to many meetings of devotees and religious adherents, different swamis and the pandits and people who had been meeting to try to understand the real essence of what is a brahmana, what is varnashram, what is the real nature of a Vaishnava. All these things had to be established because there was so much resistance. But there were several very big meetings where he became very powerful, very famous. He defeated everyone, established, usually became the last speaker. And he got patronage from the king of Tripura state as well, who was very fond of him. And he was the Raj Pandit of the son of the king of Tripura. So he's so qualified and so powerful. And then he went from Mayapur just after the departure of his father. He was so attached to Bhakti-yoga Thakur, who passed away in 1914. And then he entered into his, Maharaj was telling us about this great vrat, 1 billion names he was chanting. And Prabhupada would eat only one meal a day on Chandrayaan, so he'd follow the phase of the moon, and his amount of food he would take would get less or more as according to the movement of the moon. And he would take water only by going to the Ganga and drinking water from Ganga, called go grass like a cow on 4 legs, on all fours. And he performed such austerity. But I read even while he was doing that, he was still able to give instructions to the Matvasis who assembled there and to meet visitors and carry on his preaching. So a very powerful personality. And then at that time, we know Mahaprabhu appeared to him in a spurti with the whole Panchatattva and also his father, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, and all the associates of Mahaprabhu. And Mahaprabhu ordered him then to go to Calcutta. He'll go and preach. He said, Siddhanta Sarasvati, why are you sitting here in Mayapur? You should go forward and be preaching my mission. And apparently it's said that Srila Prabhupada said, I don't have any resources or manpower money, how can I do big preaching? And Mahaprabhu said, don't worry, I'll give you everything. That you need. And of course, from then, all the associates who came to Prabhupada were very high-class individuals, very highly educated people in the Bengal society, Bhattacharjas and all well-educated people. And they flocked to Prabhupada. And he had a very vigorous movement. It started very quickly from 1919, after he started his mutt there in Altadanga Road in Calcutta. The movement went forward very quickly. And the newspapers of the day were very favourable. They gave so many good write-ups to Prabhupada. And so the contribution of Srila Prabhupada is inconceivable, because our Gurudev has explained that he is actually the manifestation of Nayana Mani Manjari. He is the merciful glance of Srimati Radhika. And Srila Gauragovinda Maharaj explains that it is Srimati Radhika who inspires Krishna to send any great mahants or Nitya Parikas to this world for the sake of delivering the fallen conditioned souls. So the most merciful aspect in those beautiful blue eyes of Srimati Radharani manifests as Srila Prabhupada, and he very strictly in the line of Rupa and Raghunath only. And these were his final words to all his disciples as he left this world and wound up his pastimes. He said, you should always stay faithful to the mission of Rupa Raghunath. He said you should all cooperate together, work together to preach this mission, form a governing body and carry on like that. And then early in the morning, just at the Mangalarti time, he was staying in his Bagh Bazar Mandir. I feel myself very fortunate that I was able to visit Bagh Bazar. If ever you go to Calcutta, everyone should make a point to go there. And you can see the room where Srila Prabhupada left this world. And the clock stopped at the time when he left, early in the morning, 2:45 or 3:15. And it's still there. They haven't changed the clock from that day on. And apparently it's stated that he entered the Mangalarti pastimes, the divine pastimes of Shri Radha Govinda, or Radha Gandhavika Giridhari Govinda Sundara, his worshipful deities. So anyway, I'm very grateful that I've met some sadhus in this life. There's nothing good about us or myself that I can see. No good qualities do I possess, as the Vaishnavas say. And in our case, that's true, but our progress is measured by the association of those sincere Vaishnavas who take this message to heart, and we pray for their mercy and guidance. And today we offer our head at the lotus feet of Srila Prabhupada and pray for his mercy and give us a chance to one day enter the direct service of his Swamini, Srimati Radharani. There are so many devotees here who are more qualified to say these things, what to speak of our Maharaj, so I'll leave it there. I'm going back to the kitchen now, and I wish you all well. Like I said, I had some beautiful quotes there and shlokas and that, but I haven't had a chance to get it ready, but perhaps next year. All right, thank you. Hare Krishna.
Now I request to Nimai Pandit Prabhu.
Me?
Yeah,
Speak?
speak from our Prabhupada.
Oh, I don't speak.
Speak.
Doing a good
You are
job.
only, not only writing, speak also.
Well, yeah, we publish books, but we don't speak much.
Yeah, you are writing only, now you speak also.
And you speak well. You speak beautifully.
Hare Krishna. Well, I haven't prepared anything, and my books are at home, and
No
I've got no
problem.
notes, no nothing, so you'll have to
No
excuse
problem.
me.
What
Whatever comes out,
What coming is out.
I got no control over whatsoever. Amagana Timinanda Sajalanjana Salakaya Chaktu Kamyana Tasmai Shri Guruvay Namaha Namo Om Vishnu Devaya Krishna Prasthaya Gutavay Simate Govinda Swaminiti Namane Vanchakapatru Vishkana Kripasindhya Vichana Patiti Namavya Vaishnavya. So, my Guru Maharaj, His Divine Grace Govinda Swami, he quoted from Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur and Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakur a lot, and mainly from Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur. And he sang many of the songs of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur. He'd just break out in a song in the middle of a class, and as his disciples, we were used to that, but then when he went to other places, he'd break out in song, and the devotees didn't know what to do. They were sort of bewildered what's happening. Anyway, we can see in the life of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur that he, working against the sahajas, as Maharaj said, there are so many sahaja sampradayas. And in the life of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakur, he was working against the Mayavadis and the caste Brahmins. And then we can also see in the life of Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada that he came to the West and he was working against the modern day atheists, the scientists. And of course my own Gurudev, he was working against that mentality that we don't need a guru or I can initiate. This is some of the latest ideas that are coming out. I don't need a guru, I can initiate myself. Ritvik or Guru Maharaj called it Prachan Ritvik Vad. And there were two things Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakur spoke out against, and one was the Ekaguruvadis. Those people that say, I have only one guru. And to a certain degree that's correct, because Diksha Guru is one, but Shiksha Guru is unlimited. And you can't legislate Diksha and you can't legislate Shiksha Guru. So Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakur, he said that those Ekaguruvadis, they say they have only one guru. He said they have no guru. Then the other point was the, excuse me, the idea that no one will ever come, right? No one will ever come. And they did say this after Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur left. And they also said it after Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakur left. And of course they say it after A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada left. And one of my godbrothers, he was sitting in the car with me, and he said, Nimai, after Guru Maharaj, no one will ever come. And I just thought, what is he saying, you know? What is this fellow saying? And so we have to understand that in the 7th chapter of the Jivadharma, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur, he says that these powerful sadhus, they're always there. They're very rare. Very rare. Sadguru is very rare. Dulabha Sadguru Devi, isn't it? But he says they're very rare, but they are there. But people in Kali Yuga are so sinful, they cannot recognize them. So very rare, and very rare person that can recognize a sadhu. And in the, I think it's the 4th chapter of the Sri Krishna Bhajanam read by Srila Narahari Thakur, he says the similar thing, that powerful sadhu is always there, it's very hard to recognise. So you have to be very careful. Therefore, Guru Maharaj should always say that the three types of Sukriti, what is it? Karma and Mukhi Sukriti, Jnana and Mukhi Sukriti. But he'd say this Bhakti and Mukhi Sukriti is best, because if you have done that, in the words of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur, the third chapter of Vaibhava, enough latent Bhakti Sukriti in this life, you'll come for sadhu sangha. Bhaktistu Bhagavat Bhakta Sangena Parijayate. So that Bhagavat Bhakta Sangena is most important. So someone once said, he said, well, a lot of people are suffering, and the answer was given, I don't know if I can quote it properly, Sudha Sattva Prasidati, not associating with enough persons that are in a mode of pure goodness. We're only associating with people in the mode of ignorance, the mode of passion, or material goodness, which means it's contaminated or mixed with passion and ignorance. So Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakur Prabhupada, he said it was against that idea that no one will ever come because the sadhu's always there, but we can't see him, so we think, oh, he can't be there. So we can see how whole institutions get covered over by the idea no one's going to come. And therefore, in the words of my Guru Maharaj, he says it becomes Prachan, Ritvik, Vad, covered Ritvik. So Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakur Prabhupada, he said that the only access I have to reality is that which I have heard sitting at the feet of my spiritual master. That's my access to reality. I've sat at the lotus feet of sadhu. If we haven't, and you can see the difference. I can see the difference of people that, for instance, with my Guru Maharaj, those that lived in Bhubaneswar, they knew a lot. They heard from sadhu every day of the week. Then us as Westerners, we started going and we started living there, and we were hearing every day of the week. And then there were those that only came for the festivals, and then there were those that didn't go to Bhubaneswar and heard Guru Maharaj when he spoke in the West, and there was a difference between all of them. Because Guru Maharaj said that ongoing process of sadhu sangha means you sit the lotus feet of sadhu and you hear every day. Hence the anatas will disappear and the heart will become purified and the covering will start to diminish. So the only access I have to reality is, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakur Prabhupada said, is that which I've heard learned sitting at the feet of my spiritual master. And he said that the Mahant Guru will appear before you as the foremost living sadhu. Right? Not foremost book or video or tape or any foremost living sadhu. Must be living. Because in the, I think it's the 15th, 16th chapters of the Jivadharma, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur talks about the appearance of the Kladini Shakti in this material world. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Right? And he says that, hope I get this right, he said that the living entity in the world of Maya becomes covered by Maya because of the absence of the Kladini Shakti. That Kladini Shakti appears in this world when that powerful personality comes from that world, Prema Bhumi, to this land. And by his speaking, that Kladini Shakti manifests, and therefore the uncovering begins. And that's how it works. So you cannot get that in a mechanical device. No tape player or film or whatever it is will not get it. It's not possible. I was trying to explain this to a fellow once. I said the whole of Srimati Radhika's coins is saturated with Mahabhava Swarup Tram Krishna Priya Virya Sira. Highest attainment of Mahabhava. I said, how are you going to get that in a tape recorder? It's not possible. And he got very angry with me. Remember that? He got very angry with me. And I said, okay. But it's not possible. You know, I'm going to stop because I've said enough, yeah? All right? I can stop? Thank you. Krishna.
His name? Your name?
Jagannatha
Huh?
Puri.
Jadupati.
Yeah.
Jadupati Puri. Reward.
Something.
Thank you, Maharaj. Thank you, Maharaj. I'm not a scholar or anything like that. I just know.
No problem. Only his glorification.
Yes. So, by His mercy, Guru Guru Maharaj's mercy, my Guru Maharaj is called Govinda Maharaj's mercy. I can't explain it in English or any other language, but I feel very satisfied to see sadhus like yourself and others here also feel very comfortable. And out there is a terrible place, and Prabhupada here has given us all these beautiful facilities through him. And my Guru Maharaj said, I can't remember who said it, but it's like a ray of Vishnu. My Guru Maharaj said, yes, he's a ray of Vishnu. It's so powerful. Yeah. So I'm very happy to be here and getting some association. And beautiful devotees here. Very rare, actually. So appreciate it very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Umagyana Timirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshula Menaitam Yena Sajasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Namo Vishnu Padaya Radhikaya Pratmane Srimad-Bhagavatam Narayana Namane. I don't have much to say really. All I will say is I finally read one of Nimai Pandit Prabhu's books. I've had it sitting at home for years and years, and I just picked it up, and it's the little one about it's got His Holiness Guru Govinda Maharaj on the front. Something Bhagavatam. But anyway, I can't speak so much on Jagaguru Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakur, but there's a story in this beautiful book about his disciple, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Swami Maharaj, how he gathered all these disciples from the West and finally brought them to India and took them down to Jagannatha Puri Dham, and they weren't allowed into the mandir there, and Srila Prabhupada took that to heart, and he became very, very saddened and upset and said, I will never go back to Jagannatha Puri Dham. And anyway, he was in I think Mayapur, and His Grace Guru Govinda Maharaj was there and witnessed, I don't know whether it was something that Srila Prabhupada had told him or whether he was there, that Lord Shivaji had come and said, no, please come, I want you to come. Yeah, it was in the middle of nowhere at the time, and a lot of the disciples were saying, oh, but Prabhupada, it's a jungle, it's nothing, it's out in the middle of nowhere and stuff. And yeah, Kyogle. Anyway, Srila Prabhupada said, don't worry, this place will rival Jagannath Mandir. And I think it was in 1991 it was finished, is that right, Nimai Prabhu? The Krishna Balaram Mandir, and I was just saying that I picked up your book and finally read it. I actually opened it, and I think it had, Paramati Maharaj thinks it might be Bhakti-Vedanta, Madhu Maharaj's signature in it. I think you gave him the book and he signed it or something. I think so, and somehow I picked it up. But it's a beautiful little book. I can show it to Maharaj. But just reading that story, I really got to appreciate the pure devotee and Srila Prabhupada and His Grace Guru Govinda Maharaj, and how glorious they are and humble and so full of divine qualities. So I think that's all I really can say. Jai.
Om Jnana Mirandasya Jananjana Shalakya Chakshurundaritam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Gurave Gaurachandra Radhikaya Tatale Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadabhaktaya Namo Namaha. Before our Sachinandan Gaura Hari appears in this world, he sends his Guru Jan, he sends his seniors. And when he appears, along with him, so many associates and parikas simultaneously appear. But after he leaves this world, don't think it stops there. He continues to send his associates. Krishna Guru, Bhakta Shakti, Avatar Prakash, Krishna Aichai Rupe Korane Vilas. And in this way, the Vilas of Krishna continues. in this world. It doesn't end. It just continues. And in that flow of parikas, every now and then a very extraordinary, a very great, a very powerful guru appears. Someone that might be called Jagat Guru. Very powerful, unique personality. And today we celebrate the appearance of such a uniquely powerful personality as Jagat Guru Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakur Prabhupada. Unfortunately for us, none of us knew him personally. We've been separated by time, so we can't possibly know him. But we've heard much about him, and much of what we've heard is that, one, he was powerful, two, he was ferocious, he was fearless, he was very persuasive. The asampradayas and people that were attached to the bogus groups in Mayapur were very fearful of him. Someone told me once he was a big and imposing man, he used to lift the Mayavadi off the ground and say, "Why are you a Mayavadi?" Put him back down. You know, people were scared of him, they were fearful. And even Guru Maharaj here was describing him the other day as such a powerful and ferocious personality. But I heard from my Gurudev something that I found really interesting. He said everyone speaks to this point, that Jagat Guru Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakur Prabhupada was such a powerful personality and people were fearful of him, and he would not tolerate a fool. You know, he was very, very forthright. He wouldn't compromise with the truth. He couldn't, unlike our Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he couldn't tolerate any kind of rasabasa, you know, misinformation related to Gaudiya Vaishnavism. He just couldn't tolerate it. But my Gurudev explained one day that despite all this references to Prabhupada being so ferocious and so powerful, he said he was the absolute embodiment of humility and compassion in this world. One small story he told, that Maharaja Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakur and his disciples, his faithful followers, would all walk every morning. They'd leave the Mool Mat in Navadvip, in Mayapur, and go for a walk, morning walk. And in their region, there was one somewhat deranged old local, and he was envious of Vaishnavas. And when he saw the party, he used to yell out to Jagat Guru, "You're a cheater, you're a pretender, you're bogus." And he'd say all these things. And Srila Prabhupada's disciples would want to go and beat him. But he'd say, no. He'd check them and say, no, leave him be. Now, this didn't happen every day, but it happened regularly for a long time. And one day, Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakur Prabhupada noticed, I haven't seen that old man for a long time. And he asked his disciples, what happened to that man? And they said, "Oh, Maharaj, he died." And Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Prabhupada said, "Oh, it's very sad. He was my only friend." He was my only friend. Because Srila Prabhupada, he considered hearing your own glories like drinking poison. He was not into that at all. And another small story along a similar line in terms of his compassion. So his humility is established, but in terms of his compassion, there was a time during Srila Prabhupada's existence that there was a economic crisis in Navadvip Mayapur region due to a bad drought, and people were really suffering. They were starving. The locals were literally starving. And inside the Mool Mat, and you've probably all seen the Mat in Mayapur Dham, big, beautiful Mat, they had a very large garden, and they're growing lots of produce, fruits and vegetables, and everyone was really, almost envious of the amount of food that these guys could produce. But one day, one of the devotees of the Mat found an old man in the garden stealing all the vegetables and gathering all the fruits. Anything he could carry away, he was taking. And they captured him, and they took him before Jagat Guru, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakur Prabhupada, and said, "We found this man in the garden stealing all these vegetables." And Prabhupada said, "Why are you doing this?" And he said, "Maharaj, we're dying. We've got no food. We've got no money. We've got no water. The drought is destroying everybody." And Srila Prabhupada said, "Open the gates to the garden. Tell them all to come. They can take what they need." So this was his compassion when he saw the suffering of other jivas. So despite the fact we've heard so much about his ferocity, he was, as my Gurudev shared with us, absolute embodiment of compassion and humility. So what an extraordinary character he was, and how fortunate are we that we've gathered at the lotus feet of our Bhakti Swarup Srila Maharaj, and we have an opportunity to glorify this extraordinary soul. Even though we, as I said, unfortunately we've been separated by time and we'll never truly know him. But hearing from the lotus lips of sadhus, we can get some little glimpse for what a unique personality he was. So I'll conclude there, and thank you for the opportunity to speak. Shane.
One Mata speak and one. From Mataji group, one can speak.
Yes, yeah, the Kolkata obviously. Right.
Yeah, her name, I forgot. Name?
Jamuna Bihari.
Jamuna.
Thank you, Maharaj. We are very fortunate today. After that's actually my life is very down, like right the moment, because we planning that move to my country.
Which country?
My Indonesia.
Indonesia.
From Bali, especially.
Oh, Bali.
Yes. Actually, my Krishna consciousness is very, very, very down actually, because I'm stressing out. I always angry with him because he's bringing me here and there. So, but today is very fortunate. I can, with this celebration, and I can meet you in here of that Paramati Maharaj invitation. Thank you to Paramati Maharaj. I don't know much about him. I'm just starting reading that his life story actually. How beautiful he is when he was young age. But I will pick that his occasion with our Param Guru, Srila Prabhupada. When Srila Prabhupada told that all the devotees for preaching about Krishna consciousness to the West, and our Param Guru Srila Prabhupada asking him, how can we spread this movement, this preaching? We are still that under control of a British government. So I put his word all the time to myself, because women usually like this, writing something for to do something. So this is said, this Krishna consciousness not need writing for you independent. You can to do that right now. So I put this for my woman body, because sometimes I have to make house first in Bali and then we go to Bali. That is us, woman. So thank you that I always remember this, his instruction that making that our Param Guru, that's very moved about it. That's it, always in his mind. He have to go to the West country, and he did it. And so he's determined with the instruction of sadhu. So I try my best to put his word. And then one word, other's word, he's always, my Guru Dev said, simplicity is Vaishnavism. So I thought I always simple. In my mind, I always simple. But practically, I'm not simple, because I'm angry every day, every moment with my husband. That means I'm not simple. If I'm simple, that means I'm accepting him as he is. So this, from this that I learned myself, this philosophy he said is, feel like very easy to do it, but it's very hard. If you have complicated mind, like a woman mind, especially myself, I have told you, my face already complicated. So my mind complicated. So in this day today, so this is my bag from him. Our Param Guru said, have to follow that sadhu instruction and keep that always in your mind. Never forget that. And you will might get mercy. That my Gurudev word, always not will, you might get mercy, but you always put that in your heart, in your mind, and keep striving in here, in these difficulties. So thank you, Maharaj, for these beautiful days and your presence in here, making more beautiful. Thank you, Hare Krishna. Thank you.
This is simplicity. Because you are telling what you are saying. Oh.
Hare Krishna. Up.
Before it comes.
Drop.
Does it need to turn a bit, Maharaj? Yeah, position of it. Yeah.
Nama Srishtam. Hare Krishna. Make it lovely. Mouth. Nama Srishtam Manuapi Sachi Putramatra Swarupam Rupam Tasyagrajam Rupurim Mathurim Goshthovatim Radha Kundam Girivaramaho Radhika Madhavasam Prapto Jasya Prathita Kripaya Sri Gurum Tam Natosmi Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vaibhava Puri Goswami Namine Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Namine Ajanulambita bhujo kanakabadato Sankirtanaikapitaro Kamalayatacho Visvambharo Dvijavaro Jugadharmapalo Vande Jagat Priyakaro Karunavataro Helo Dhulita Khedaya Visadaya Pranmila Damodaya Samya Sastra Vivadaya Rasadaya Chitarpitonmadaya Sasvad Bhakti Vinodaya Samadaya माधुर्यमर्यादया श्री चैतन्य दया निधे तव दया भूया दमन्दोदया तस्या अपार रससार विलासमूर्ते रानंद कंद परमाद्भुत सौम्य लक्ष्म्या ब्रह्मादि दुर्गम गते वृषभानुजायाः कैङ्कर्यमेव मम जन्मनि जन्मनि स्यात् तवैवास्मि न जीवामि त्वया विना इति विज्ञाय राधे त्वं नय मां चरणान्तिकम् हा देवी काकुभरगद्गदयाद्यवाचा जाचे निपत्य भुवि दण्डवत उद्भटार्तिः अस्य प्रसादमबुधस्य जनस्य कृत्वा गान्धर्विके निजगणे गणनां विधेहि गान्धर्विके निजगणे गणनां विधेहि हे देव हे दयित हे भुवनैकबन्धो हे कृष्ण हे चपल हे करुणैकसिन्धो हे नाथ हे रमण हे नयनाभिराम हा हा कदानुभवितासि पदं दृशोर्मे अङ्गश्यामलिमच्छटाभिरभितो मन्दीकृतेन्दीवरं जाड्यं जागुररोचिषां विदधतं पट्टाम्बरस्य श्रिया वृन्दारण्यनिवासिनां हृदि लसत् दामाभिरामोदरं राधास्कन्दनिवेशितो ज्वलभुजं ध्यायेम दामोदरम् नीलाचलनिवासाय नित्याय परमात्मने बलभद्रसुभद्राभ्यां जगन्नाथाय ते नमः भक्त्या विहीना अपराधलक्ष्यै क्षिप्ताश्च कामादितरङ्गमध्ये कृपामयी त्वां शरणं प्रपन्ना वृन्देनुमस्ते चरणारविन्दं जं प्रव्रजन्तमनुपेतमपेतकृत्यं द्वैपायनो विरहकातर आजुहाव पुत्रेति तन्मयतया तरवोऽभिनेदुः तं सर्वभूतहृदयं मुनिमानतोऽस्मि नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् तमादिदेवं करुणानिधानं तमालवर्णं सुहितावतारम् अपार संसार समुद्रसेतुं भजामहे भागवत स्वरूपम् वंशाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय रूप सनातन भट्ट रघुनाथ श्रीजीव गोपाल भट्ट दास रघुनाथ। आददान तृणं दन्तै हृदं जाचे पुनः पुनः श्रीमद्रूप पदाम्भोज धूलिश्याम जन्म जन्मनि। श्री चैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले सोऽयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। First of all, I offer my innumerable sastang dandavas unto the lotus feet of my Guru Pada Padma, Nityala Pravishta Om Vishnupada Paramahansa, Ashtottara Sata Sri Srimad-Bhakti Vaibhava Puri Goswami Maharaj, and pray his causeless mercy. Then I offer my innumerable sastang dandavas unto the lotus feet of His Divine Grace, Nityala Priest Om Vishnupad Paramahansa, Ashtottara Sata Sri Srimad-Bhakti Vedanta Narayana Goswami Maharaj, then to His Divine Grace, Nityala Priest Om Vishnupad Paramahansa, Ashtottara Sata Sri Srimad A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada, then to His Divine Grace, Nityala Priest Om Vishnupad Paramahansa, Ashtottara Sata Sri Srimad Gauravinda Swami Maharaj, then to His Divine Grace, Nityala Priest Om Vishnupad, Ashtottara Sata Sri Srimad Bhakti Vigyan Bharati Goswami Maharaj, then to all Guru Vargas, Guru Parampara, and pray their causeless mercy. Then I offer my innumerable sastang dandavas unto the lotus feet of Pujyapad Tiddan Swami Bhakti Vedanta Paramarthi Maharaj, then to all present Vaishnavas, Vaishnavis, devotees, and pray the causeless mercy of God. First time. Yes. And that is also very transcendental and auspicious day of disappearance day of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakur Prabhupada. Our Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakur Prabhupada is unique Acharya. Like when Mahaprabhu is coming, then only Jiva can get friend. Similarly, like prior to Mahaprabhu, even Krishna himself coming. And before Krishna, all incarnations are coming. But no one is able to give prem to Jiva. They are coming, but they are not unable to give. So, Krishna is coming in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then only he is able to give prem. Similarly, Mahaprabhu is coming, but he is unable to fulfill all his desires. His personal desires are being fulfilled, but other desires are not completely being fulfilled by him. His three, Mahaprabhu is not coming to this material only for three reasons only. Many are telling that Mahaprabhu came to give prem to jivas. That is external. The important, prominent reason of Mahaprabhu's appearance in this material world is his personal problem. The giving prem is external, but he is coming in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu not to give prem to Jiva only, to solve his personal problem which he could not solve in Dwapar. 3 problems are prominent. He has many problems. So don't think that Jiva, we have only problem here. Krishna has a problem in Golok Vrindavana also. So problem is everywhere. But in material world, problem is giving suffering. But in spiritual world, problem is giving happiness. This is the difference. So we should not try to compare the Krishna's problem, our problem is equal. No. Name is problem, but fruit is different. So Krishna has also 3 problems in Golok Vrindavan. And he tried to solve the 3 problems from appearance till disappearance 125 years. And within 125 years, Krishna could not solve his personal problem. That problem I am not going to explain, then we cannot discuss the glories of Prabhupada. So, just I am telling 3 problems are prominent. What are they? Sri Radhayaha Pranaya Mahima Kidrusa. What is the Pranaya of Radharani? Krishna wanted to know, but he could not. He tried to his best as long as he was in Vrindavan. From appearance, he tried to know what is the significance of Radharani's prem. What is the efficacy of Radharani's prem, pranaya. He tried to know, but he could not know as long as he was Vrindavan. Then he was in Vrindavan almost 10 to 11 years. More than 10 years, less than 11 years. 10 years, some few months. So, almost 11 years he tried to know what is the prema of Radharani. But he could not. Then he was trying to know, but he could not stay in Vrindavan. He is forced to go to Mathura. So he went to Mathura. In Mathura also he tried to know maybe what is the prema of Radharani. He could not. 14 years passed in Mathura. Then it became 25 years. Within 25 years also he could not know. Then he was forced to go to Dwarka due to attack of Jarasandha and especially Kalajavan. Because Jarasandha's attack he was able to stop. But when Kalajavan came, he could not stop. Why? He was unable to kill Kalajavan because he was cursed and Kalajavan was blessed. Krishna was cursed, Kalajavan was blessed. What Krishna was cursed, that you cannot kill Kalajavan. And by Lord Shiva blessed to Kalajavan, no Jadav will kill you. And Krishna is Jadav. So although Krishna has the ability to kill, but he could not. Why? If Krishna would kill to Kalajavan, then Shiva's boon will become valueless. So, and Krishna, Lord Shiva is very dear to Krishna. Vaishnavana Jatha Sambhu. So to respect Shiva's boon, Krishna was bound to run. Who is all powerful, all Veda, Upanishad, Ramayana, Mahabharata telling Krishna is very powerful, fearless. Jagviveti Swayam Bhayam Bhagavata telling. Fear is fearing to Krishna. But here, Bhagavatam, beginning of Bhagavatam telling. Jagviveti Swayam Bhayam. In beginning of Srimad-Bhagavatam, first canto, first chapter. This verse is Jagviveti Swayam Bhayam. To whom fear is fearing. But now, to whom fear is fearing, he is fearing to Kalajavan and running. And Kalajavan is going to attack. At last, he entered in Mutsukunda's cave. Then Mutsukunda was blessed by demigod to sleep a long time. And who will disturb in the middle and you see him, he will die. So now Krishna thought this is the golden opportunity. So he went inside Mutsukunda's cave and he was hiding. Then Kalajavan entered inside. And Kalajavan was sleeping, Mutsukunda was sleeping, but Krishna thought Kalajavan can know that he is not myself, he is Mutsukunda. So to confuse Kalajavan, Krishna took his pitambara and covered on the Muchukunda. So that Kalajavan cannot know. So when he was sleeping Muchukunda, Krishna put his pitambara garment on him. Then when Kalajavan entered inside the cave, then thought, oh, Krishna, due to fear of me, you came inside the cave and now sleeping so that I cannot know. Then thinking Muchukunda Kalajavan as Krishna, then he kicked. When he kicked, Muchukunda's sleep broke. And when he woke up and saw to Kalajavan, Kalajavan became ass. So this Krishna wanted to stay in Mathura, but he could not due to special Jarasandha and Kalajavan. So he was bound to go to Dwarka. And in Dwarka he stayed 100 years. There also he tried, but he could not know. So within 125 years, Krishna could not fulfill one desire, which is what is the Radhaya Pranaya Mahima. What is the Pranaya of Prema of Radharani. So here Pranaya means not only Prem. We should understand. Prem is common for all devotees, all Vishnu Tattva. Like Ado Shraddha, Tata Sadhu Sangha, Bhajan Kriya, Anartha Nivritti, Nishtha, Ruchi, Asakti, Bhava, Prem. 9 steps. Shraddha. Ado Shraddha, Sadhu Sangha, Bhajan Kriya, Anartha Nivritti, Nishtha, Ruchi, Asakti, Bhava, Prem. 9th stage. This Prem is common for all devotees. But after that, for Rasika devotees, Braja devotees are there. Vrindavan Rasika devotees, Brajavasis and their followers, there is higher Prem. This is not common Prem for all, any devotee, any Vishnu Tattva also. But after that, Sneha, Mana, Pranaya. So, what this is called Pranaya. Not only Prem. Pranaya means not only Prem, higher than Prem. Prem, then Sneha, then Mana, then Pranaya. So, Krishna wanted to know what is the significance of Radharani's this Pranaya. And after Pranaya also there is more relishment of Prem. What is that? Prema, Sneha, Mana, Pranaya, Raga, Anuraga, Bhava, Ruda Bhava, Adhiruda Mahabhava, Divyonmada, Chitra Jalpa, Mohanakya Mahabhava, Madanakya Mahabhava. Madanakya Mahabhava is the last one, which is only in Radharani. So, Krishna wanted to know this till this Madanakya Mahabhava Radharani. So, here Pranaya means beginning from Pranaya till Madanakya Mahabhava. All relishment of Radharani, Krishna wanted to know, but he could not know within 125 years. This was his one problem. Because he tried to know but could not. Here he was bound to disappear. So his problem was unsolved. One. And second problem is Madhyava Madhurya Kidrusa. What is the sweetness of my Madhurya? My Madhurya. How beautiful I am. Because when Krishna was looking in the pillars in Gokul, Vrindavana and Dwarka, he was attracted. And he wanted to know how beautiful I am, but he could not know. It was his personal problem, second one. And the third one is Saukhyam Chasyam Madhanubhavata Kidrusam Betilobha. Then third problem was what happiness Radharani releasing by my love, so that she is loving me. Krishna wanted to know. He wanted to know what is happiness Radharani releasing. That I want to release, but Krishna could not. Why? Krishna will never release this Radharani's happiness. Impossible. Why? Krishna is Vishaya Vigraha. But Radharani is Asraya Vigraha. You understand Vishaya and Asraya? So, Vishaya Vigraha is unable to release the sweetness of love. Because he is object of love. He is not shelter. Only shelter can release this. So, because Krishna is Vishaya Vigraha, so he could not. Radharani is Asraya Vigraha, so she is releasing. Then Krishna was bound to take the form and mood of, complexion and mood of Radharani to release this and fulfill this desire. So these three desires were unable to fulfill by Krishna in Dwapar Yuga. So he came in next Dwapar, in the Kali. In this Kali he came. And now Mahaprabhu fulfilled, in the form of Mahaprabhu, Krishna fulfilled his personal 3 desires and solved 3 problems. And at the same time, external, he gave Krishna Prem or Radhadasyam to all jivas. So when Mahaprabhu came, but his personal problem solved completely. But other duty to give prem to jiva, all he could not complete. He did, but he could not complete. His personal, like everyone is selfish. Everyone is selfish. So what quality is present in jiva, you should see all quality are in Krishna also. What is not in Krishna, it cannot be in jiva. What is the difference? The difference is, in Krishna all qualities are complete full. But in jiva all qualities are in the drop or particle. So jivas are in this material world becoming selfish. Why? Because Krishna is selfish. He is complete, jiva is least. So he, as a selfish, Krishna completed his fulfill his problems, solve the problems Mahaprabhu. But for jivas, okay, I will do later. So he did something only, he could not complete. Then when he saw that, he stayed only 48 years. So within 48 years, he could not give prem to all jivas. Then what to do? Then he only told, Prithivite ache jota nagaradi gramo, sarvatra prachara hoiva moro nama. Only predicted. What is prediction? In each and every corner, nook and corner of village of whole world, my name for quality pastimes and glories will be spread. Predicted, what did not do and went. But he should have done personally staying. But his personal problem solved. But for jiva's problem, he did not solve and went. That it will be, my name for quality pastimes will be spread in every nook and corner of all villages of whole world. Then now what to do? How to do? Then he has to send his beloved devotee. So among them, most prominent is Bhakti-siddhanta Sarasvati Thakur Prabhupada. So he came, then only all jivas are able to get. So because of we are here, we are listening his glories on today due to his blessing. If he would not come, then we would not sit here. It was impossible. Prior to him, many acharyas came. Ramanuja Sampradaya, Madhvaja Sampradaya, Vishnu Swami Sampradaya, Rudra Sampradaya, all came. And many acharyas, they preached also. But no acharya preached like him. So he is like before Parikita Maharaj. Parikita Maharaj was telling, that Gurudev was telling, he is humble and compassionate. Yes, he is most humble and most compassionate than all acharyas. Prior to him, how many acharyas appeared? He is the most humble and most compassionate. Why? No acharya is compassionate like him. Why? Prior to him, many came, but they restricted in India only. They benefited to Indian people only, Indian devotees. Western world was not getting benefit by other acharyas. Because of different reasons also. Some were only preaching to Brahman caste. Some were more compassionate to Brahman caste only. Some were Kshatriya, some were Vaishnava, like this restricted, some were only Indian. But he is the only one acharya who is very compassionate, not only Brahman, not only Kshatriya, not only Vaishya, but also to whole world. What was the desire of Mahaprabhu? So to fulfill the desire of Mahaprabhu, he took the vow to fulfill his desires in whole world. So if he would not appear, then it was impossible for us to unite here and to listen this Hari-katha. So he is the most compassionate. and he is most humble also. You know how humble? Like before Parikshit Prabhu told that when a person who is criticizing to him, he is telling he is my friend. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Prabhupada Sarasvati also telling in Vrindavana Vaibhava. If anyone is glorifying you, then you should be careful. Yeah. Yeah. That is like poison.
Yeah.
So it can kill you. If anyone is blaspheming you, then you should be very joyful. Because it is nectar. Yeah. But it is easy to listen, but difficult to practice. Difficult to apply. But if you apply, it is beneficial. But we have to, that kind of tolerance. But if anyone criticizing, you will become immediately angry and try to fight. But if you want to become an ideal sadhu, real sadhu, we will improve your bhakti and attract the mercy of all Guru, Vaishnava, Acharya, Mahaprabhu, Radha Krishna, then try to habituate to listen your blasphemy, to tolerate. Then you will become good sadhu. And when glorification is coming, don't try to listen more. But it is difficult, but try. Then possible. Then you will have no problem, no offense, and bhakti will improve always. Prabhupada Saraswati told in Vrindavana Mahimamritam. So that's why Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Prabhupada told that he was my friend, real friend. Because those who are only glorifying, they may make you downfall. But those who are blaspheming, they will push you out. They will increase your humility. So, but it is hard, but we should try, then it is beneficial. Not easy for everyone. And how he was humble, you see, he was not angry. For example, if someone, why you are tolerating, don't think that humble always. Sometimes humble, sometimes very strong. Yes. But at what time we should know? Because this is the real quality of a sadhu. Krishna telling what are the qualities of sadhu in Srimad-Bhagavatam 11th canto, Krishna Uddhav Samvad. When Krishna is teaching to his friend Uddhav, he is telling what are the qualities of sadhu. Among them, one is telling Vajradapi Kathorani Mruduni Kusumadapi. The quality of sadhu is the harder than thunderbolt. So thunderbolt is the hardest one in this material world. But sadhu's quality is even harder than thunderbolt. When necessary, he is so strong that harder than thunderbolt. But at the same time, Mruduni Kusumadapi. Sadhu's heart is softer than the petal of a lotus flower. So when necessary, sadhu's heart is very soft also. Even softer than the petal of a lotus flower. But when necessary, he is harder than the thunderbolt. How? Here Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Prabhupada was very soft. Even softer than the petal of a lotus flower. Why? Because that person was blaspheming to him. That person was blaspheming to him. So he was tolerating. But if that person was criticized, oh, your Guru Gaur Kishore Das Baba is nonsense, Bhaktivinoda Thakur is nonsense, cheater, Prabhupada never would tolerate this. He would stop his mouth. Yeah. Because he was criticized, you are cheater.
Yeah.
So Prabhupada was tolerating. So if someone criticizes yourself, tolerate. But when you criticize to Guru, Vaishnava, Krishna, Radharani, Bhakti, if you tolerate, you are not real devotee. So we should know how to apply that tolerance and humility. So if anyone criticizing to ourselves personally, tolerate, no problem. This is good. By tolerating this, your sinful activities are going out. By criticizing, he is taking your sins. and you are being relaxed. You are losing, he is taking. So no problem. But if someone criticizing to Guru, Vaishnava, Krishna, Radharani and Bhakti and devotees, Vaishnavas, then we should not tolerate. That is not humility. That is offense. Prabhupada tolerated and showed his humility because he was telling you are a cheater. But if that person would tell your Guru, Gaur Krishna Das Babaji Maharaj, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, others are cheater, he would never tolerate it. So this we should know. So in this time he is softer. But when he is looking the criticism of Guru, Vaishnava and Apasiddhanta, he was stronger than thunderbolt. So this is the meaning of sadhu's heart is when necessary harder than thunderbolt and softer than petal of lotus flower. So he was like this, and he was very compassionate. So due to him only, now we are getting the blessings of Mahaprabhu. So that we are able to know who is Mahaprabhu, what is our goal. Prior to him, whole world was blind. We were unable to know what is our goal, who we are. So because of him, we are able to know who is Mahaprabhu, why he came, what is our goal, how we can attain that, how we can practice. So due to him only this became possible. Mahaprabhu only predicted, but his desires being fulfilled now by his disciples, by him. So what did happen? When our A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada went to Calcutta to listen his Hari-katha, to meet him, at that time he was very happy after looking him. Then he ordered him, you know very good English. So Western devotees, Western people, they can understand your English. So you should, because you know very good English, so you should preach name, form, quality and pastimes of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in English speaking countries. Only this he spoke. And he took in the core of heart. And he was thinking how to fulfill my Gurudev's desire, how to fulfill desire. Then he came. That story, you know, we will not explain, it will take a long time. So, and how it happened also, I am telling a little bit detail. When Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakur Prabhupada was preaching and staying in Sri Gaudiya Matha, Bagbazar Gaudiya Matha in Calcutta. Have you seen? Bagbazar Gaudiya Matha? So, when he was speaking Hari-katha there, that time his sannyasi disciples, they were going to preach in Calcutta. So, when they were preaching, two persons met these sannyasis who were preaching. Then they asked, oh, where from you? Where is your temple? Then the sannyasis who were preaching about Gaudiya Math, Bagbazar, they told, no, our Gurudev is there staying. His name is Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakur Prabhupada. If you come, you can listen. Every evening he is speaking Srimad-Bhagavatam. Every evening he is speaking Srimad-Bhagavatam, very nice. We are nothing. If you listen to him, you will be very attractive and you will be very satisfied. So you will listen more, you come. Then these two persons, they told you give your address. Then they gave the address, they came in the evening. When they came in the evening, because Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Prabhupada's Hari-katha was so powerful. Each and every word will inject you and change your heart. In his Hari-katha, every word has a significance. If you listen his Hari-katha or listen his instructions, Upadesamrita, Bhakti, I have studied, so if you read his instruction even, what to life and lectures, even his instructions, each and every word has power. Because every word has a different meanings and significant meaning which will change your heart. So he was so giving so powerful Hari-katha. So some devotees, when they were listening to him, they were attracted and they came to the temple. But at that time, some devotee who came, they were from aristocratic family. So they gave up family which was very luxurious, nice eating, nice food, nice room, etc. So when they came, I saw one Maharaj in Mayapur. He was speaking that he was asking to the Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakur Prabhupada's disciples, "Oh Maharaj, can you tell your some experience in Gaudiya Math when you came?" Then he asked, "What do you want to know?" Then that Maharaj, he asked, "You tell, because I know that you came from aristocratic family, very luxurious family, nice eating, delicious food, and nice room, nice bed. So now when you came to temple, it was no problem for your eating and sleeping?" Then that Maharaj said, "Yes, it was big problem, big problem." Then what was the problem? Then he said, when Gaudiya Math was started in Mayapur, Akara Maharaj, Chaitanya Math when started, at that time when Prabhupada was there was no more money. They were making Loki rasa. Loki, no? Loki? Long melon. Huh? Loki. That Loki rasa, Loki, the vegetable is containing lots of water already. And if you made rasa, then rasa you have to add water again. So full of water. And Loki and potato. And that time, no more money. Nowadays we are making paneer rasa, yeah, which is now more delicious and tasty. But that time in Chaitanya Math, no money to buy paneer. They were making Loki and potato rasa, and that is full of water. And that is also how many brahmachari sannyasi will be counted, and according to number, how many pieces of potato and Loki will be given, they counted. Not without counting cannot give, because insufficient. So, because of lack of money, because at the beginning of preaching, no more devotees at that time to give donation. Then that Maharaj asked, "Then you are not feeling?" "Yes, I was feeling very inconvenient for eating and sleeping also." "Then how you are maintaining?" Then he was telling, "Yes, daytime what problem of prasad I was feeling, but night time it was going." How? When evening I was listening Hari-katha from Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakur Prabhupada, our Gurudev, that Hari-katha is destroying all problems. I was forgetting about eating. Oh, eating, sleeping, because you were telling eating, sleeping, mating, depending is not goal of life. So, I became devotee, before I told, I became devotee by the blessings of Prabhupada, A.C. Bhakti-yoga Prabhupada. Because our A.C. Bhakti-yoga Prabhupada, when he wrote Srimad-Bhagavatam as it is, our Gauragovinda Swami Maharaj translated into Oriya. Because he is from Orissa, so he translated Prabhupada's Srimad-Bhagavatam as it is into Oriya. And at that time I was studying science, then I changed it to mechanical engineering. So when I was studying and going in the town, at that time I saw one boss written ISKCON. And in the backside they were selling the books. Then I took one Bhagavad Gita. Then I opened, it was in Oriya and translated by Gauragovinda Swami Maharaj written by A.C. Bhakti-yoga Swami Prabhupada, but translated in Oriya by Gauragovinda Swami Maharaj. Then I saw at the beginning many beautiful photos, so it was attracted me. Then I started reading. But when as more and more I was reading, it was more interested. So I wanted to read all, but they will not allow long time to read. Then I wanted to buy. Then I bought and I started continuing reading and finished it. So after finishing, then I understood the conclusion of Bhagavad Gita, what Prabhupada was writing in whole Bhagavad Gita. the eating, sleeping, mating and defending is not the goal of human form of life. The goal of human form of life is to practice Krishna consciousness 24 hours a day. Then I thought, what I am doing? So then I mind changed. Then Prabhupada inspired to go to our Guru Maharaj. Then I took initiation. Then I decided not to do job, etc. I had 3 jobs after completing mechanical engineering. But my Guru Maharaj told, don't do Maya service. Do the service of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then I followed him and gave up. So the purpose of speaking this means in Gaudiya Math, that time was now more delicious prasad due to beginning of preaching. But Prabhupada's Hari-katha was changing everyone. Very powerful Hari-katha. So now these 2 persons now came to listen evening Hari-katha. Srimad-Bhagavatam from lotus leaves of Bhakti-siddhanta Sarasvati Thakur Prabhupada. And when they came, then at that time Prabhupada was going to start a Bhagavatam. Then they said, that day Prabhupada spoke one prominent verse of Srimad-Bhagavatam 5th canto, which almost all acharyas are bound to speak this, because this is very important verse. I have heard from different all acharyas, I have read from everyone also. Even A.C. Bhakti and Swami Prabhupada spoke this in lecture and writing. Even Narayana Goswami Maharaj, our Guru Maharaj, and Bhakti-yoga Saraswati Goswami Thakur Prabhupada frequently in his lecture, which is very important verse. What is that? Labdhva sudullabhamidam bahusambhavante. That's why all are bound to remember this, because everyone is bound to speak this. This is very important verse in Srimad-Bhagavatam, which is necessary for jiva. So labdhva sudullabhamidam bahusambhavante. Manusha marthadam anityam api yadhira. Turnam jatet napatet anumrityu javat. Nisresaya vishayakalu sarvatasya. So in this verse, it is told, all of you know this, so I think that you understand the verse. Only I am going to pay attention where is the significance. The significance is turnam jatet. Immediately. Turnam jatet means immediately one should try to attain nisreyas. Why? Because Vishakhalu Sarva, other things, eating, sleeping, mating, defending, you can get in any form of life. So for this you no need to do immediately any attempt. Because if you don't do attempt or try immediately, you are not losing, you are going to get easily. Even eating, sleeping, mating and defending, animal, bird, fish, they are getting very easily. Human being is trying very hard. Struggling for eating, struggling for sleeping, and struggling for mating, and struggling for defending. But animal, bird, fish, they are getting this very easily. So we should not be worried for this. But we should be worried nisreyasaya. Nisreyasa means prem bhakti. We should try to get prem bhakti, not only eating, sleeping, mating and defending. And that we should try to turnam. In Sanskrit, turnam means immediately, after knowing immediately. So then Prabhupada, after explaining, he stopped the class. Then when he stopped the class, then these 2 persons, they stood and came to ask, wanted to ask question to him. Then the sannyasi who invited them, then they were able to see. So they asked to the sannyasi, oh, can we ask some question to Prabhupada? Then he said, yes, you can come, no problem. Then they were allowed to ask to Prabhupada. Then they went and Prabhupada said, yes, what do you want? Then these 2 persons who listened, they asked, oh Prabhupada, we could not understand this. What is meaning of turnam? Because you told turnam means immediately you should start. Then Prabhupada said, turnam means immediately, without delaying. Then these 2 persons told, but we cannot do now immediately, because we have so many duties. How we can do immediately? Then Prabhupada, Bhakti-yoga Sarasvati Thakur Prabhupada said, Turna means after knowing you should start. You should start, don't delay. You should start practicing today. continue, you try to improve more on, but after knowing, immediately you start. Then they said, because I have some duties, business, etc. No problem, but you start, then all will go slowly. But after knowing, you should not delay. Then who were the two personalities? After listening from Prabhupada, they started immediately. Then between two, one of them was Bhakti Rakshak Sridhara Goswami Maharaj. And one second one is A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. So they followed to Gurudev. Then Bhakti Rakshak Sridhara Goswami Maharaj immediately left that. And our A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada said that I have business, I have the medicine and the business, etc. So then Prabhupada said, you make slowly how to solve the problem, but you should start now. Then A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada started, and he became, because he followed his Guru's order, both of them became great Acharya. So if we follow Guru Vaishnavas and scriptures instruction, sure we will be benefited. So this Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Goswami Thakur Prabhupada, he told that you go and preach in English speaking countries. So he followed his Guru there, and prior to coming to Western country, he closed the business and went to Vrindavana and Radha Damodar temple. He did bhajan, then compiled Srimad-Bhagavatam, then he came. So how it was possible? Due to his blessing. So if he would not appear, then it would not happen. That's why he is unique Acharya. Whenever Kali Yuga coming, Mahaprabhu coming, then he is bound to come. No one will be equal to him. No one. Like no one can be equal to Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu is the supreme Vishnu Tattva or Krishna Tattva. So in Mahaprabhu all are included. After Mahaprabhu there is no any Tattva. So na Krishna Tattvam Paramiha Jagati. Kaviraj Goswami telling in Chaitanya Charitamrita, na Krishna Tattvam Paramiha. Na Krishna Chaitanya Tattvam Paramiha. There is no any superior Tattva after Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya is the highest Tattva for Krishna. Similarly, for Acharyas who are most munificent and humble and compassionate is Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Goswami Thakur Prabhupada. Other Acharyas, like other incarnations coming, even Krishna coming, but not happening like Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu is Mahaprabhu. Krishna is coming, but he is unable to do what Mahaprabhu is doing. Similarly, other Acharyas is coming, they are unable to do what Prabhupada is doing. He is taking the risk. He is taking the life risk. In Navadvip Dham, when he was preaching, many Jati Goswais, Karmakandi Brahmanas, they became envious to him, wanted to kill him. Our Bhakti Pragana and Kesava Goswami are protected by disguising the sannyas dress. This story you know. So, because out of compassion, he is ready to risk his life for Jiva's benefit. That's why he is, in one hand, he is stronger than thunderbolt. In other hand, he is softer than the petal of lotus flower. So, he is possessed of all qualities of ideal highest sadhu. So, because of his compassion, now whole world is listening Harinama Sankirtan. What Mahaprabhu only predicted and disappeared. But his prediction is being fulfilled by him and by his disciples. And we are now releasing because of him. So, like before I told, he is uncompromised Acharya. He is fearless Acharya. At the same time, he is humble and most compassionate also. So, what is time now?
It's 12:49.
10 to 1.
10 minutes to 1 o'clock.
Okay, we stop?
Just 15 minutes.
Okay, okay.
I can
Okay, no problem, I can continue. Okay. So now you see, from childhood to make the prediction of Padma Purana, What Padma Puran telling? Hyutkale Purushottamat. Hyutkale Purushottamat. Padma Purana predicted that all sampradayas, all tattvas, preaching will be started from Purushottam Khetra, Jagannatha Puri. So, to make it true, Prabhupada appeared in Jagannatha Puri. How? Like Bhaktivinoda Thakur was the administrator of the Jagannatha temple in Puri Dham. His father, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he was the administrator of Jagannatha temple. Prior to Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Jagannath temple's administration was not good. So many disorder in the worshipping, not properly going on, not in devotional, some mixed up of karmakanda, etc., not in proper order. When Bhaktivinoda Thakur came, he balanced all things because he knows the tattva. So he many processes of worshipping and administration he balanced and improved. So what he did, every day Bhaktivinoda Thakur was speaking Srimad-Bhagavatam inside Jagannatha compound at the lotus feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Inside Jagannath temple, there is a place where lotus feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is established, which is called Chaitanya Padapitha. Chaitanya Padapitha. At the lotus feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, every day Bhaktivinoda Thakur was speaking Srimad-Bhagavatam. Many people, they were coming and listening. I think among you did not go inside. No. But I am telling, just remember, when you enter inside Jagannath temple, right side there is a place where Mahaprabhu's lotus feet is established. There Bhaktivinoda Thakur was every day speaking Srimad-Bhagavatam and praying to Bimala Devi. Speaking Bhagavatam, praying to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu at the lotus feet, and speaking to Jagannath there and Bimala Devi. Oh, I am alone. Now in the age of Kali, now Bhakti Mandakini, the river of Bhakti is being contaminated by so many Apasiddhantas and Apasampradayas. So, oh, Bimala Devi, I am unable to clean alone. Because Bhakti is Mandakini, river. So river is bigger. So I am unable to clean alone. So I need your help. So please send someone. Send someone who will help me to clean the contamination of river of devotion. Because that time what is contamination? Like in the river when flood coming, so many contamination coming. Sometimes dead body, sometimes so many different things coming which is making the water muddy, not drinkable, even sometimes not take shower also. So now due to influence of Kali, after Mahaprabhu, his followers 6 Goswamis, they continued. Anyhow it was going with pure. But after 6 Goswamis disappeared, then contamination started more and more. Then anyhow it was running, but little contamination was there by Narottam Das Thakur. Then after Narottam Das Thakur it came to Srinivasacharya, 3 Srinivasacharya, Narottam Das Thakur and Shyamananda Prabhu. After 6 Goswami, Jiva Goswami sent them. So they were preaching. So after that it came towards Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. And then Baladev Vidyausana Prabhu, then Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj. Then now Bhaktivinoda Thakur came. And when till Bhaktivinoda Thakur came, now many contaminations were there. And he wanted to clean this. But now he is praying alone is very difficult. You please send me who can help me. So during speaking Srimad-Bhagavatam, he was praying Bhagavatam, he was praying to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he was praying to Jagannath Dev, and especially to Bimala Devi. Then when he was crying and praying how to clean this Bhakti Mandakini understand? River or Ganga. Then Bimala Devi became more and more compassionate. In Jagannath temple, Bimala has more priority. Why? That there is one pastime. Due to Bimala's mercy, Jagannatha Mahaprasad manifested. That story I am not going into, it will take a long time. The glories of Mahaprasad. The glories of Mahaprasad manifested for everyone due to Bimala Devi, who is Parvati. That pastime all of you know, just that's why I am telling Bimala has priority. Why? After Jagannatha eating, first will go to Bimala. After offering to Jagannath, it will go to Bimala first. Then only come to market. Otherwise you will not. So if no Bimala offering, then it will not come to market. Then only, after offering to Bimala, then it will be allowed to take it outside. So Bimala has more priority in Jagannath temple because of her austerity and penance. Because Lord, I told, what is present in Krishna, you will find in everyone little little. So Lord Shiva also became one day selfish. So then Parvati became angry. What did happen? From speaking briefly, one day from Vaikuntha Devarsi Narada came. And Narada brought some Mahaprasad from Vishnu. Then he ate and kept something for his father. So when after Vaikuntha Satyalok, so he went to meet with his father Brahma. Then he gave some Mahaprasad. Then Brahma started dancing by the influence of Mahaprasad. Then he came to Kailash to meet Shiva. Then he gave some Mahaprasad. Then he started dancing in the ecstasy. But he forgot to keep something. Whatever, because he was so in ecstasy to get Mahaprasad, when he took, immediately ate all. And after eating, because they were pure personalities, so when eating Mahaprasad, you will feel the transcendental ecstasy. If now also we will honor Mahaprasad as a Mahaprasad, then we will feel bhakti, ecstasy. But we are not looking Mahaprasad as a Mahaprasad, we are looking as a food. That's the problem. No real fruit is coming. But because that's why it is told, Mahaprasad Govinde Namam Brahmani Vaishnava Swalpa Punya Vatang Radham Visvaso Naivajaya. Swalpa Punya, if you have Swalpa Punya, Swalpa Sukriti means less Sukriti, less Punya, then you will have no strong faith. That's why we are not releasing. But Shiva, Brahma, they are free from this. So after eating, they are feeling transcendental ecstasy. That's why taking, if one will regularly take Mahaprasad only, he will get bhakti. Because out of 64 limbs of devotion, Rupa Goswami wrote in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, our A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada translated into Nectar of Devotion. So there you will find among 64 limbs of devotion, one of them is Mahaprasada Sevan. So karmis, jnanis, yogis, materialists, they are eating. Devotees is not eating. We are. This is not a Vaishnava word. Eating is karmi word. Eating is non-devotee word. Devotee word is prasad sevan, serving. Because Mahaprasad sevan is one limb of devotion. So if a devotee with strong faith, if he regularly he will honor Mahaprasad, then he will get bhakti. His bhakti will improve day by day. And he can get perfection just if he will add Harinam Sankirtan. Because Jadyape Kalavanya Bhakti Kardavya Tadapi Sankirtanaka Bhakti Sanjoganeva. Although in Kali Yuga, so many limbs of devotion can be practiced according to your desire. How many you can add, more, no problem. But you have to add Harinam Sankirtan in each and every limb. So if you take Mahaprasad and add Harinam Sankirtan, chant Harinam, then your bhakti will improve always. So only by taking Mahaprasad also you can improve your bhakti, but with strong faith. Then possible. So Shiva also took, then he felt transcendental ecstasy, dancing like crazy. Then Parvati came. Oh, why dancing like crazy today? Then Narada was standing there. Then Parvati saw, oh, Narada came means something happened. Otherwise, why my husband dancing like crazy? And it is no surprise anymore because Narada is there. And Narada came means something will happen. So what did happen? Let me ask. Oh, what did happen, Narada? Then Narada asked, you see, your husband is dancing. Then why he dancing? Then Narada asked, you ask to your husband, why asking to me? Then Parvati asked, why you are dancing? Then Lord Shiva was dancing more and more. Then he was not telling. Then Parvati stopped. You tell me why you are dancing, why dancing? Stop. Then Lord Shiva stopped. Then why you are dancing? Then Shiva told, because I ate Mahaprasad. Due to influence of Mahaprasad, I am dancing. Then Parvati said, but why you did not give me? You have kept for me? Then Lord Shiva said, oh, I forgot. Then she became very angry. Oh, you are selfish. You are selfish, you are eating for yourself only. Not thinking about your wife, not thinking about your son. Yes, Parvati became angry. Then told, okay, you are miser, you are selfish, you are not thinking wife and children and others. So now I will do penance and austerity to please the Lord, and by His blessing I will distribute the Mahaprasad to whole world. I will not become miser like you. So I will do austerity and penance as long as Lord is not appearing and blessing me, that He will give and distribute the prasad to whole world. Then Parvati did austerity and penance. Then Lord appeared. Then he asked, what do you want? Then he said, oh Lord, I am praying to you that you have to appear in such a form and distribute prasad in Kali Yuga to whole world. That is why in Jagannatha Prasad, no consideration of caste, creed, country, color, nothing. In other temples you will find there is the caste consideration. If Sudra eating, Brahman they will not touch. But in Jagannath temple, all Brahmans they are eating very happily from Sudra also. Because of this glory. So that's why due to Parvati's blessing, now whenever you go to Jagannath temple, you will get always prasad. No scarcity of prasad. But in other temple, wherever you go, you cannot get sufficient. If you are going some few members, you have to inform before. Then only you will get. But if you more number also you cannot get. Because other temples are restricted. Not a huge quantity. But Jagannath temple is only one temple where you can get sufficient prasad, how many members you go at any time. Because of Parvati's blessing. That's why this Parvati's name is Bimala in Jagannath temple. So Bimala has more priority in Jagannath temple due to this. So after Jagannath, he is sending to Bimala. Then after Bimala, coming out to market.
Maharaj, what is the meaning of Bimala?
Vigata Mala, Bimala.
Vigata Mala.
Who has no contamination, no mala.
Ah.
And that is also one name. Other reason is Bimala Kund, you know, Bimala Kund in Kamyavan.
Yes.
Bimala Kund.
Yes.
That Bimala's manifestation is in Jagannatha Puri.
Ah.
Bimala. So there are two reasons of Bimala. Our Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakur Prabhupada told, what is that Bimala in Jagannath temple? That Bimala in Jagannath temple is manifestation of Bimala Devi from Kamyavana at Bimala Kund. Have you seen that?
Yes.
Bimala Kund. Bimala Kund in Kamyavan, that Bimala Devi manifested in Jagannath Puri. Yes. That's why Bimala has a priority. So when Bimala Devi was listening the prayer of Bhakti-yoga Thakur, then Bimala Devi, Lord Jagannath, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu all together decided to send Radharani's very near and dear Manjari, who is Nayanamani Manjari. He appeared from the womb of Bhagavati Devi, the wife of Bhakti-yoga Thakur in Jagannatha Puri. So when he appeared, his name was given because Bhakti-yoga Thakur knows how he begot this. Due to blessings of Bimala Devi. So he kept his name Bimala Prasad. This is the reason of Bimala Prasad. Bimala means Bimala Devi, Prasad means mercy. By the mercy of Bimala Devi, he begot this very beautiful son who will help him in future. So he gave his name as Bimala Prasad. Both Bimala Prasad ki jai. And from childhood, he was proving that he is not the personality of in this material world. When he took birth, in his body, sacred thread symbol was there, which is abnormal. You will not find any child who has a sacred thread symbol. So he took birth from sacred thread symbol. And he was from childhood showing the symptom of devotion. Because Bhaktivinoda Thakur was devotee, so without offering anything to the Lord Krishna, Radharani and Mahaprabhu, he was not letting family members to eat anything. This is devotee's etiquette. Because Bhaktivinoda Thakur was a great Vaishnava and Acharya, so all the householder, he was a great Acharya and Vaishnava. Acharya means who is doing acharan, practicing and teaching. One may be Acharya, but if no acharan, he is no more Acharya. Understand? One should practice. To Acharya is bound to practice also. Otherwise he cannot be Acharya. Acharya, apane Acharya dharma jivare sikhaye. Who is practicing himself, teaching others, he is Acharya. Who will not practice, teach others, he cannot be Acharya. And then nobody will follow him. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur was, although in a householder life, but he is teaching. He was practicing everything. In who can do this? He was administrating, he was a magistrate, he doing official work, at the same time practicing, at the same time writing books, at the same time preaching. Ordinary human being cannot do this. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur gave him name Bimala Prasad. So he was a devotee without offering anything to Lord Krishna, Radharani and Mahaprabhu. He was not letting his family member to eat anything. So one day what did happen? Bhaktivinoda Thakur was absent. At that time there were very fresh mangoes. So our Bimala Prasad, when saw the mangoes, he took one mango and ate. Then Bhaktivinoda Thakur came and he did not find one mango. Then he asked, where is that mango? Then Bimala Prasad told, I ate. I ate. Then Bhaktivinoda Thakur told, why did you eat? Why did you eat without offering to Krishna? You should have offered to Krishna, then you could have eaten. But without offering, why did you eat a mango? Then our Bimala Prasad was very stubborn. So from today on, because I ate mango without offering to Krishna, which is offense, so I am taking a vow today that in my whole life I will not eat mango. In my whole life I will not eat mango. So he did not eat mango anymore after that. So he is teaching. Very strong teaching. So he did not eat mango anymore after that. So like this, when he was in Jagannatha Puri, when Jagannatha came also, he stopped his chariot there. And king brought so many elephants, horses, soldiers to pull the chariot. No one was able to move. But when Bhaktivinoda Thakur brought the small child Bimala Prasad and touched the lotus feet of Jagannath there, then Jagannatha gave one garland from his neck, held down. And after touching the garland in his neck, Bhaktivinoda Thakur gave to Bimala Prasad to the lap of Bhagavati Devi, then chariot automatically started. So from childhood he is showing his power. Then he was given Kurma mantra from childhood. Then Narsingha mantra. Then he started chanting. From childhood worshipping also. Like this he was brought up, so many stories, I am not telling in detail, then we will tell prominent instruction. Or if his pastimes we will start, whole life we cannot complete. Many, all are coming but time is over now. So, what is his prominent instruction, I am going to tell something. What was his last instruction, you know? I am telling the last instruction, then I will explain others. What was his last instruction? Huh?
Take shelter at Ashray Vigra.
No,
cooperate,
no.
cooperate with each other.
No. There are many, prior to his disappearance, he gave so many instructions. This is one of them, but I am telling the last one. Last one. After that, he did not speak anything.
Something about cooperation?
No. This is among, not last one.
We don't know. No,
Yeah.
that's-
Last one. Yeah.
I'll always be with you.
No. So this instruction, whatever you are told, all are coming in the group of all instructions. Prior to his disappearance, he spoke many instructions. Few instructions he spoke prior to his disappearance. But among them, last one I am asking. What was the last? His last one is Adadanan Trinong Dante Ridang Jache Puna Puna Srimad Rupa Padambojo Dhulishyam Janma Janma. So this is the last instruction. You understand the meaning? I am explaining. So it was his last instruction. What was the meaning? The meaning is Adadanan Trinam Dante. I am taking the trina means the dry straw. Dry straw. I am taking the dry straw in my teeth. Adadanan Trinam Dante. Idam jate puna puna. So taking that dry straw in my teeth, folding my hands, I am praying again and again. Praying again and again. What? Srimad Rupa Padambojo Dhulishyam Janmani. Oh Rupa Goswami Pad, oh Rupa Goswami, please make me the lotus feet dust of you life after life. This is our goal. Understand? This is our goal. We should pray this. This is his last instruction. So many Sahajiyas, etc., they are telling what? Oh, Bhaktisiddhanta is not a Rasik devotee. Those who are telling, let them come in front of me, that how Rasik they are more than him. He is the topmost Rasik, whose goal is only Rupa Goswami's lotus feet on. So he is the best Rasik devotee. So he was not giving everywhere like Sahaja. That's why they are telling. But he is best Rasika, best Rupanuva. So he knows all rasas. But he was like a intelligent person will never give gold, diamond and jewel in the hand of an infant, ignorant child and monkey. Understand? Because he knows its value. That if a valuable gold, diamond and jewel will be given to a infant, ignorant child and monkey, they will not understand the value of this, they will throw to the garbage. But an ignorant person can give to anyone. Because he does not know, and to whom he will go, he does not know. Then the value will be minimized. And instead of utilizing, increase the value, it will go to the garbage. And it can be, sometimes it will go to other place and it cannot be seen. So he was giving in careful to intelligent person, not like Sahajiyas. So Sahajiyas are telling, oh, he doesn't know. No. I have the all proofs how Rasika he is. Who want to know, let me come, I will tell you. Yeah. All the proofs. So he is best Rasika, he knows. He was not giving to everyone. But and many are telling, misunderstanding that, oh, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati was not allowing Rasa-katha. No, he never denied. I have proved he never denied. But he told, you have to see the qualification of devotee. If devotee is there, it can be discussed. If qualified devotees, not in everywhere, to everyone. Because then they cannot understand, they think he allowed everywhere to speak Mahaprabhu's pastime. He allowed everywhere in public also Mahaprabhu's pastime and childhood pastime of Krishna. It can be discussed everywhere, he told. But many are telling he did not allow the conjugal love pastimes, Madhurya Rasa. No, he allowed. But if qualified devotees are there, it can be discussed, he told. This is the reality. Those who are telling, no, it completely denied, no. Where is the proof denied? I have proof that he allowed. But give me the proof that he did not allow. Yes. But he told we should present in proper devotees. Those devotees who are mature devotees and who understand who is Radhani, who is Krishna, who can release properly, no mundane thinking, no attraction of sense gratification. For them, it can be discussed, no problem. Those who are not qualified in anartha stage, they should chant first Harinam. By chanting Harinam, anarthas will be disturbed. Then you can listen, no problem. But it is not denied. At proper stage and proper devotee, it can be discussed. Because I told like before, intelligent person will give jewels, diamond and gold in the hand of intelligent person who knows its value. But intelligent person will never give gold, diamond, jewel and jewelry in the hand of an infant child and ignorant child and monkey. And who is giving, he is not intelligent. Because that valuable will be destroyed and thrown everywhere, which is harmful. Because if you lose very valuable diamond and jewel and you cannot find anywhere, then you are losing very heavy, valuable thing. So intelligent person will not do this. And intelligent person will get always profit, not loss. Intelligent person always get in profit, not in loss. But fools will be in loss always and suffering. Yeah. That's why he was telling to give to intelligent person, not to everyone. Those who are anartha yukta, means under anarthas, they should chant Harinam more first. By chanting Harinam and listen Hari-katha. When anarthas will be disturbed, then they can listen also. Which is proper. He was not giving like soldiers, how they are giving. They are giving to everyone. Even general public, highest topic. Understand? But he was not giving to everyone. But it is not true that he was not allowing this. No. This is the truth. Some are misunderstanding him. So, but the reality is this. So, and he was very strong Guru Nishtha. And he has strong Nishtha and Sadachar. Sadachar, understand? Proper Vaishnava etiquette. So, one place, important things I am going to speak. He was so strong in sincerity to Hari-katha, Harinam and Bhajan that without Harinam, without Bhajan, he was not ready to accept anything from anyone. Yeah. So one place there was very big debate because when he was speaking about the glories of Harinam and initiating to everyone, people started criticizing him. Oh, this Bhaktisiddhanta is initiating to everyone, making Brahman to everyone. So they started criticizing. So when he came to know, then he wanted to clarify them who were complaining. So there was big meeting. All scholars, Chakravarti, Upadhyaya of West Bengal, big scholars, Sanskrit scholars, Vedanta, Upanishad, all scholars, they were assembled there. And they were criticizing Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Prabhupada. Oh, he is making everyone Brahman, which is no Vedic. So when this message came to him, he wanted to go and debate there. So when he was coming, then all were fearful. They told what they were unable to stand in front of him. But he told, no, I am coming to there to give lecture. So at last his invitation was accepted. But when he came, all scholars they were speaking and the organizer he was watching. But Prabhupada was waiting and they were not asking him to speak till now. One day passed. So he did not eat at all. All were asking to take prasad. But he told no. Why? Because he did not speak Hari-katha till now. He did not speak Hari-katha, so he told, I cannot eat. Then second day passed. Second also passed. Then also they did not give to him. But he did not eat at all. Then third day also passed. Then also he did not eat as long as not speaking Hari-katha. You see, 3 days he fasted. Because he did not speak Hari-katha, he did not do service, so he did not want to eat. So at last, when all the requested, they gave only 5 minutes. Only 5 minutes. But within 5 minutes, he blasted. Within 5 minutes, he spoke like thunderbolt with all proofs. So Korgwandi Brahmins, all scholars, they became silent. No more complaint. With all scriptural proof. And for this, because after listening 5 minutes, all will forget. So again to understand for everyone, he wrote one scripture, Brahmana and Vaishnava. Yes. By that all became silent. Otherwise before that, he is doing out of scripture, no Vedic. So to clarify them, he gave very powerful lecture 5 minutes. So made all scholars silent. No one has the ability to come in front of him to make argument anymore. But Prabhupada thought now they are starting this means people will be confused by them. So for their clarification, he compiled one book which is called Brahmana and Vaishnava. There he clarified who is Brahmana, who is Vaishnava. And in that book, if you study, you will be very clear. You will have no doubt at all. And in that book, he told in Vaishnava quality as a Brahmana is there. Vaishnava is a Brahmana, but a Brahmana may not be Vaishnava. If one is Vaishnava, he is sure Brahmana. But if one is Brahmana, it does not mean that he will be Vaishnava also. Many Brahmanas, they are not Vaishnava. Many Brahmanas, they are not Vaishnava also. Against Vaishnava. But a Vaishnava is a possessor of Brahmana quality also. So Vaishnava is superior to Brahmana. So in Vaishnava, Brahmana qualities are there. But in Brahmana, Vaishnava qualities may not be sometimes. Sometimes maybe Brahmana becoming also Vaishnava, then it's okay, good, best. So when Brahmana becoming Vaishnava, then he is possessing all. But sometimes only Brahmana, he may not have a Vaishnava quality. So one who became Vaishnava, he is possessor of a Brahmana quality also. So like this he clarified. So as long as he was present, no sampradaya, no acharya, no any community were able to come in front of him to make any argument. Because he was very strong in all siddhantas with his bona fide scripture proof. So as long as he was there, preaching was very nicely going on in India and everywhere, big preaching. So within 60 years of his span of life, he establishes 64 temples. His span of life, he stayed in this material world only 60 years. So from birth till his disappearance is 60 years. But within 60 years, he did not start preaching from childhood. So means less than 60 years he preached. But within less than 60 years, he established 64 Gaudiya Maths. Who can do this? You see. So he has so many glories, all are coming. But now I think more time. But one more thing I am going to speak. He told, Harinama kara samasto pandityara sesa katha. Harinama kara, I think our Nimai Pandapuru knows Bengali. You know?
I don't.
Okay. So, Harinama kara samasto pandityara sesa katha. Means, what is the completion of all kinds of scholarship. Where all scholars, all scholarships, all knowledge, all pandits are ending. When one is doing Harinam. As long as one is not chanting Harinam, his knowledge is valueless. Because what knowledge he got? If he is not chanting Harinam, he did not understand. So, if one studied all Vedas, one studied all scriptures, Ramayana, Mahabharata, Veda, Vedanta, Upanishad, but still if he is not interested to chant Harinam, then we should know he did not study properly. He did not study properly. So after studying, if one is chanting Harinam means his knowledge is proper, his understanding is proper, and he is real scholar. And one who is chanting Harinam, he did not study Veda, Vedanta, Ramayana, Mahabharata, still he is scholar. Because he is doing the essence of all scripture. Essence of all scripture is Harinama, Harinama, Harinama eva kevalo, kalu nastyeva, gatiranyatha. One who is chanting Harinam only in Kali Yuga, he could not study Veda, Vedanta, Upanishad, Ramayana, Mahabharata, no harm. By Harinam, everything he can get. But one who is studying Veda, Vedanta, Ramayana, Mahabharata, but not chanting Harinam at all, then he is not proper. He is inferior to the person who is chanting Harinam. So that is why in one sentence he told, Harinam kara samasta pandityara shesha katha. The conclusion and end of all knowledge is to chant Harinam. Why we are studying scripture? Why we are reading books, etc.? To know what is Harinam, to know how to chant, to know how to attain prem. So that is, prem is possible in Kali Yuga by chanting Harinam. That's why Mahaprabhu came to give Harinam. Through Harinam we can attain prem. So in Kali Yuga Harinam is most important. If we neglect Harinam, we cannot improve in bhakti. So chanting should be prominent in Kali Yuga. So we should not neglect Harinam. Then he spoke, Harinam rahita seva karmangir antarbhukta. Means without Harinama, service is karma. That's why we should be careful. One devotee may tell, oh, I have lost no time, whole day service, so I could not chant Harinam. No. If you have lots of service, at least some rounds you have to chant. You cannot nullify Harinam. Our Bhakti Raksha Sridhara Goswami Maharaja told, Harinam chanting beads should not fast. Fasting means you don't keep Harinam chanting bead in empty stomach without giving anything. So there should be no single day where we could not chant single round. So how long you are doing service, maybe whole day, does not matter, but you should not nullify chanting. At least if you have more service, long time, so you have no sufficient time to complete many rounds, but at least few rounds you should chant before sleeping. Otherwise your whole day service become karma. It will not bhakti. Because in Kali Yuga, Jiva Goswami is telling, Jadyapi kalo anya bhakti kartabhya tadapi sankirtanakya bhakti sanjoye naiva. Idam. So, although different limbs of devotion can be practiced according to our convenience and choice, different devotee has different choice, and you can choose out of 64 any, because the different devotee has, he is coming to release nectar. So, our Rupa Goswami Pad gave 64 limbs of devotion, and different devotee has a different taste, different nature. So among 64 limbs of devotion, you can choose whatever you like, no problem. But all are bound to accept under Harinam. If you choose any limb according to your choice, okay. But there is no choice to Harinam. Harinam is mandatory for everyone. But if you choose any 63 limb of devotion, but you did not add Harinam, then your bhakti limb will not give fruit in Kali Yuga. You cannot be successful. So, now Maharaj is indicating time, so I just complete, yes. Because I told his name, form, quality, this I gave just an introduction, little. His glories I did not start till now. So, tonight, just introduction. So, now I am concluding that Harinama Rahita Seva Karmanger Antarbhukta. If I am looking also some devotees they are telling, oh Maharaj, due to lots of service I could not chant at Harinam. No. How many service you may do, you have to chant some rounds at least before sleep. If you nullify, means your chanting is zero, then that became karma. Then karma will give you punya, no bhakti. Then problem. Then will not have bhakti. So karmangar antarukta, it become the part of karma. And Harinama Rahita Jnana, Harinama Rahita knowledge is Jnanangar antarukta. If one is studying day and night only, but no chanting at all, then it becomes Jnana, no bhakti. So you may be a scholar, but you will not be devotee if no Harinam chanting. That's why we should be very careful. He is very strong and subtle tattva giving. So how many hours you read, no problem. But you cannot tell I have no time because I am reading, no time for chanting. Then why you are reading so? Don't read more, chant some round. Because you are reading only to speak others and show your knowledge. Chanting necessary. Yeah. So chanting is mandatory in Kali Yuga. Otherwise, you will not get proper fruit of Harinam and Bhakti. So now we will stop. Maharaj gave indication.
Yes.
Rest we can discuss in evening class more. Bol Nittala Prishtom Vishnupad Paramahansa Ashtotra Sata Sri Srimad-Bhakisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakur Prabhupada ki Jai. Sugat Tirobhav Tithivara ki Jai. Nittala Prishtom Vishnupad Paramahansa Ashtotra Sata Sri Srimad-Bhakisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakur Prabhupada ki Jai. Sugat Tirobhav Tithivara ki Jai. Gaur Premanande.
Hari Hari Bol.